Pascal. You are now rocking with that dude Pascal. We be going wild, Haitian in the building, so original. Got the haters catching feelings. Get your hands up to the ceiling and keep them held high. Cause St. Louis is ready. Forget about it, goodbye. Hold on, we just saying hi. Five somebody, rise up. Weekdays, catch us live. Somebody, let's go.
Good afternoon. Good evening and good morning, everybody. Welcome to the Pascal Show. Hope you guys are all doing well out there, enjoying your day, making it wonderful, as I always say. Making it as positive as you can make it, because we need to do that nowadays, more than ever. More than ever. Happy Friday. Yes, yes. Happy Friday, Zozo Bob. Happy Friday to everybody, okay? I hope you guys are all doing well, okay? So, yeah. Okay. I told you guys I would watch this video. For some of you guys that were sitting there going, please, 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 watch the video, do the video, do the video, do the video, watch this video, watch this video, watch this video. So, I'm going to watch it with you guys. I got a few things I got to say before we rock and roll in this thing. And of course, I want to make sure everybody comes in and gets in a part of this party before they miss the bus. So I am going to talk just a tiny bit before we start rocking and rolling with this audio, this listening party. Okay? I just want to make that abundantly clear about that real quick. Actually, I'm just fixing some things real quick so I have it. Hold on one second, guys. But I just wanted to, let you guys know we're about to watch something that I am sure, whoops, wrong one. I am sure the lot of yous are very interested in seeing. So, with that being said, I had some pushback. I gave y'all some pushback. I want to make that abundantly clear. But I know that you guys are wanting to see this very, very badly. So, for that, I decided, you know what? Let me see what I can do. Let me see if I can squeeze this in to a show and give you guys the conversation that you need. Okay? So, okay. So, before we get into everything, as my camera loses focus, camera. Please do me a favor, some housekeeping before we get everything rocking and rolling, because I have other things to talk about, okay? I got other topics that I want to talk to you guys about. But I'm going to give this to you guys because I know this is something that you need. This is something that you want. So I'm going to give it to you because I love you and I care for you. And you guys want me to react to this video, or this audio. So we are going to do that. So do me a favor, return the favor, because I got other things to talk about other than this today. All right. And I'll explain why I'm saying that. So please hit that like button down below. Send it past 300 likes. That would really, really mean a lot. All right. And of course, if you have not done it yet, do not forget to hit that subscribe button and actually share this video too. You know what I mean? Hopefully we can kind of nip this mother love in the bud once and for at least just this audio, because it's just being spread like wildfire. All right. So share this. So hopefully this can just be done. Okay. All right. So let's get into it. Let's get into the conversation. Okay. All right, guys. There's a new affidavit that has just recently come out. All right. That has just recently come out. We are still waiting for it to be released. As of this moment right now, I have not seen anything about this new affidavit or new information around the affidavit. I'm still waiting for that information to drop here very soon. Hopefully it happens very soon. But I am not going to be talking about that at all in this show. If it does show up during this feed, I will do it at a later time. But for tonight, or for today, this afternoon show, we are looking at one video and one video only. I'm going to show that to you guys right quick. Whoops, wrong button. I'm going to show this share this screen with you guys real quick. This video right here feds through Dylan Mortensen under the bus. Now, let me just there's some things I need to say. Okay? There's some things I need to say before we jump into all of this. Just to be completely straight funky with y'all, I'm not feeling this audio at all. I'm not feeling this audio. I told you guys earlier in the few hours ago when I was talking about this new affidavit, I said, hey, I don't know why everybody and their mama's watching this and reacting to this. It is not, to me, credible at all whatsoever. Sure, he's saying certain things, and this could be anything, okay? But this could be anybody, okay? That's number one. That could be anybody saying this. But this is not the only theory that's circulating out here in these internet streets and in the rumor mill, okay? But Ghost85 said, damn, Pascal, you weren't gone long. Yeah, I wasn't gone very long. I just figured I need to do this now so I can get it over with, to be really, really honest. For me, I don't have time for BS. And to me, this right here is absolute BS. The only reason why I say that it's BS is because it's coming from some random YouTube channel that we know nothing about. We don't know if what this person is saying is, if this is even a credible person. I got so many questions, y'all. So many. But I know that a lot of people are starting to spread this like wildfire, saying like, oh my gosh, it's Nostradamus. He knew the future. Like he knew everything. He knows everything. I beg to differ. I absolutely beg to differ. And Dub, yeah, it could be clickbait just to get a few views on his channel. In fact, let's take a look. Hold up. How many views has this gotten so far? 39,000. And this was posted 4 weeks ago. Okay? 4 weeks ago. Now, a lot of people are wondering, could this information be the source? Be Ashley Banfield's source? Let me tell you, man, I hope to God not. I hope to God not. Now, there's a couple things. Let's talk about this, okay? So there is audio. Yes, there's audio. There's audio in this video, guys. Okay? There's not video. It's just a still and a person talking on top of it. Audio, okay? So this is going to be a listening party for all of us to watch and listen to and judge. Unfortunately, we are going to judge, okay? But Ashley Banfield had some sources yesterday that she drizzy dropped. And apparently, she's supposed to be dropping some new-ish. Apparently, she's going to be dropping some new-ish very, very soon. And Charmaine, wait for it. I'll play it. Wait for it. Or just go and come back in like 2 minutes. Anyway, let me say my piece here. Ashley Banfield said some things yesterday. Apparently, she's supposed to be dropping some more stuff, allegedly, tonight as well. So we'll be looking. We'll be keeping our eyes open for it. All right? But at the same time, they're saying that the information that she gave last night basically echoes what this audio says. And this audio was made 4 weeks ago, or it was posted and uploaded onto YouTube 4 weeks ago. Now, everyone's going, is this her source? Could this be her source? I'm going to tell you this. We don't know. And I hope to God it's not. Because, no offense, but some random voice on a video saying, oh, I'm in her inner circle and I'm this, that, and the third, don't mean a damn thing. Show me the Carfax. Show me proof. Okay? Show me the proof. Yeah, Ray, some of y'all need to chill. Like, I'm doing a show. This ain't a pop-up video. This is a live show. I got to do a show here. Let me be the showman. Thank you. So, here it is. We are going to be getting into this in just a second. But I had much pushback on this because there's nothing in here to me that proves proof positive that this is absolutely a reliable source. So we are going to be going through this piece by piece. And if you got a problem with it, leave, come on back. You can run through it quickly in the replay later on. But I have to for fair use. That's just how the game goes. And if you have a problem with it, you can always just go to the video itself and listen to it for yourself. All right? No disrespect, but be respectful to me and the rest of my party, the rest of my family. Period, point blank. We're going to get into this. Some dude, and they're saying that Dylan Mortensen breaks her silence. I don't even know how is she breaking her silence. She ain't not one to me, her breaking her silence is her stepping up and yapping in front of a camera, getting in front of a bunch of microphones, right? WFLA, News Nation, and the Sword are all there with cameras going off, strobe lights going off from cameras and stuff like that, right? Getting the exclusive statement made by DM. This is not her breaking her silence. Already, I don't like this. And I've already listened to this, y'all. Okay? So let's rock and roll. Okay? Make sure you hit the number 1. Let me know if you guys can hear this. It's time to party. Oh, and by the way, because I really don't want to do this, please hit that like button down below. Hit it. Send it all the way past 500. All right? That would really, really mean a lot. And of course, do not forget to hit that subscribe button. Okay? Let's rock and roll. Okay? And San Elliott, yes, she's under gag order and has attorneys. I'm with you, Pascal. Absolutely. She's not going to talk. And she damn sure ain't going to go to some friend and go, yeah, go ahead and leak it out. Just go ahead and leak it out, buddy. And say it was me. F that. If that was the case, then this person who's talking on here, show your face, go up on one of the biggest platforms out here and speak on it. Say the truth, not on some thing where you're behind this. Show up, show your face, tell us the truth, give us credentials, or at least, give us the facts, give us hard evidence. All right? Period. Anyway, I digress. Let's rock and roll. I love y'all. Let's do it. Oh, and again, I'm going piece by piece. So don't start tripping if I'm not playing the whole thing in succession. I have to for fair use. Let's go. And one more thing, I did speed it up to 1.5 because this guy talks slow. Okay.
Okay, so before
Hold up. I'm fixing the problem. We're just going to have to listen to it at its regular speed. Damn. That really sucks. Hold on. Maybe I can speed it up. Hold on. Yes, I can. Ha. Let's do this. Sorry about that, guys. False alarm. Let's rock and roll again. Hit the number 1. Let me know you guys can hear it.
Okay, so before we dive into what I'm referring to about the Fed screwing or attempting to screw Dylan, and give you a brief background as to who I am. So my girlfriend is in Dylan's inner circle. And by inner circle, I mean inner circle. Like they've hung out almost every day since the incident occurred. And I've seen her a plethora of times as well. So you're going to notice I'm not going to use words like allegedly, supposedly, because all of this is actual firsthand factual information. Where should I start to clear things up? First of all, there's a lot of misconception about Dylan suffering from PTSD or trauma or any of that. None of that is accurate. In fact, when we try to console Dylan after the incident, she's the one that was laughing at me and my girlfriend and I, talking about we're so weird when we tried to give her a hug and stuff. So she's still the same old Dylan. She's had a rough life growing up. She's been through a lot. She doesn't have PTSD and didn't suffer any trauma. Um, the incident that night, uh, and what I'm referring to with the feds actually put a lot of words into her mouth that she didn't say herself first.
Okay. So right off the bat, to me, he's saying, I mean, is he saying plain as day? He's saying it clearly. All right. That clearly he's sitting there saying that Dylan was saying that they were going in and putting words in her mouth, forcing her to say things that maybe she didn't want to say. Right? Let's continue.
So there was a lot of leading statements that they were insinuating to her, and she was really scared the first few days, obviously, after the incident occurred. So, like, the reason none of it makes sense in the affidavit is because it didn't really happen that way. So she never stood there shocked when she saw the individual. She was just standing in her doorway, like, like anybody who opens the door. It was just, she opened the door and yelled at Ethan and Xana, and who she thought was their friend. She yelled at them to be quiet. That's what was going on with that situation.
Now, first off, I want to say something really, really quick. All right. First off, you hear him say exactly what Ashley Banfield said last night when we talked about it. She said that she opened up the door. There was a bunch of noise. She thought it was just people partying. She opened up the door to tell them to calm down, quiet down. I'm trying to sleep. Let's fast forward. She sees somebody in the hallway. She just assumes it's just some regular guy that's there to party with all of them. Just like that house is a revolving door. As we already knew, it was a revolving door. The parties would people would be kicking it in that house. All right. And everybody knew it was notorious as a house, as a party house, right? This is stuff that we've already known, y'all. And this is information that we've already known. Okay? We had known this already, just so you know. So this theory, or what he's saying right now, that he's claiming to be what Dylan is saying through him, that he is her mouthpiece, right? First off, everyone knew this piece. We already heard rumors out here. Man, if you are at all a part of the Facebook discussion board, a month ago, they were already talking about this stuff. They were leaking information giving very graphic details about how these young kids were found, how gruesome their injuries were. Then on top of it, there was the story of she went out. I think I even said it on a live a while back. It's been so many conversations about this story. I don't know which one it was, but where there is somebody in the chat was sitting there saying, yeah, I heard a story that she walked out to tell him to shut the F up and saw him at the top of the stairs. Or, oh, I saw that she was opening the door to tell him to shut the F up, and some guy walked right by her. Those stories were already out. This conversation was already out, y'all. So even when Ashley Banfield put out this information last night, yes, it's shocking. It's surprising because it goes against what the affidavit is saying, right? We went in on the affidavit like crazy, all right? But she's saying this, she repeated the same thing that people in the rumor mill of the chat forum on Facebook, it was saying last month. Okay? On God, they were doing this last month. Okay? So what are the chances of this guy just reading something from a thing and going, sounds logical, and then just going on here and recording this ish? I have to push it back. I have to ask this question. Okay? I have to. Because it doesn't make sense. Let's continue. This is old news that Ashley Banfield ended up repeating again. And the problem is, I'm sorry, I'm not done yet, I guess. The problem is that she just, by putting out that information, saying this is a source and blah, 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 she just murkied up the water even more. We're in the mucky muck of this water now. When we had a little bit more of a concise situation, now we don't. Because you know for a fact, we all have been obsessing over why didn't she call 911 quickly enough? Why was it 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 hours till she actually called, so on and so forth. Okay? And then, you know, actually, SW, exactly. Thank you so much for the 5. Are you seriously saying you can't tell the difference between a party scream and a demise, a scream of demise or of absolute fright? I don't know. You know what I'm saying? I can't say the D word that much. Asking for a friend. Exactly. That's what I'd like to know too, SWs. S-dubs, you got a point. 100%. Okay? You're telling me you don't know the difference? Or were you just that jacked up? You could have been just high as hell. You could have been high or drunk, whichever one. But you telling me they just like, oh, you know, those blood-curdling screams are just, they're just being stupid. You know what I mean? I don't know. But then again, I'm not trying to attack. Let me take that back a little bit. Let me reel myself in a little bit because my heart still goes out to Dylan and Bethany, of course, as well, because I can only imagine what they went through. And the reason why they didn't call 911 for several hours could very well be that they went to sleep. It could very well be that simple. But I'm not taking this audio of some faceless, nameless dude that's just sitting here saying, I was in the inner circle of these people and, you know, this is what's going on. How do we know you credible, bro? Just saying. How we know you credible. Okay? Renita Madison, thank you so much for the dollar super sticker. I don't know if I said that, so I wanted to say thank you really, really quick. But it's deep in the chat. So Renita, thank you so much. Jeff H, what's up? Thank you so much for the 2. Maybe this guy's story also came from tarot cards. You never know. Oh no, let's not get that started. I'm not that TikToker. Hold up, time out. Woo! Time out, baby. I don't want to get sued. Hold on. Time out. No. Okay. Cat Murr, thank you so much. The DTS Drunk Turkey Show verified this guy and that his GF is best friends with Dylan. I believe LE, law enforcement, did throw her under the bus, hence why she lawyered up. Now, the thing is, though, did Cat Murr, okay, see, this is one I wish I could get or talk with Drunk Turkey, okay, because let's be real, that's exactly what I was about to say, Marcus. They also, Kim was verified over there as well. How verified is it? And I'm not trying to say anything bad. No smoke, no drama. You know, we are all creators here doing what we can to give you guys the information that you need. We're all just, you know, a messenger, right? But I still wonder, how does he know for a fact that this person that he vetted this person, that this is a reliable dude? I'm just saying, how verified is verified? Okay. And of course, a Drunk Turkey is always welcome on the show. You know, I consider him part of the show's family and all that. But that's the only thing. That's the only pushback I would say, is that where are the car fox? Just because one person says that, look what happened to Chronicles of Olivia. she ended up getting buried or got into some serious trouble because all she did was have the same interview that Drunk Turkey Show had with Kim, and she got so much flack, but only to find out that that person was that Kim, from what we're understanding right now, isn't that verified. Okay? So how do we know this guy's verified? If he is verified, you know what I'm saying? Where the car fox? Okay, and I haven't seen the video with from Drunk Turkey Show, so I don't know what he presented. So I'm hoping that what he presented is solid. But people are good at lying too. People are really good at oh yeah, I dated her and she's friends with this, that, and the third. Carry the one divisible by two. It's very easy to do that. Okay, so just saying, this is the reason why I don't like pulling up this kinds of stuff, because it does not show full proof. And there's so many other unbelievable content creators out here that are making really great content. And I would never sit there and say, oh, you're a liar unless you're making fake audio. You know who you are. But outside of that, you're just presenting the information and doing your best, right? So it does make me wonder how verified is verified nowadays. But let's continue, okay? But one thing I do want to point out real quick, all right? Let me talk about this really quick. Here's another piece. Let's not forget, we have been talking and hearing about all these things all crazy things about law enforcement faking things to get what they want, right? We've been talking about at great lengths. I got even more information. That's one of the stories I wanted to talk to you guys about, and I will most likely do that tonight. But Tyree Nichols, for example. Tyree Nichols, they have been showing nothing but corruption. They have been lying through their teeth about Tyree Nichols, just so that they were basically trying to cover their own ass. All right? Now we look at this situation with Dylan. They're really, really, really trying to get the bad guy. And I have to play that side of the fence real quick. Okay? So let's jump on that side of the fence real quick. For those of the people who are sitting here going, oh no, this is the truth. This is absolutely 100% the truth. Okay, let's play that part. There could very well be a possibility that 5-0 was feeling the heat, breathing down their neck from media, social media, them streets of Moscow, right? Where they're like, we need to wrap this up and nip this in the bud as quickly as possible. There is a possibility that they were putting words in this young girl's mouth, trying to get her to say certain things so that they can write something out to nab this bad guy. Okay? There's a possibility that could happen. But still, that still does not verify or solidify this guy that we know nothing about. Real quick, S-Dubs, what's up? Thank you so much for the 5. I want to know if 911 was called. Could any of those kids have survived? Just asking. I don't know. The way that they said this, okay, have mercy. The way that I've heard through the grapevine, it is absolutely insane. Okay, it's heartbreaking and insane. The description of what we heard, I don't think any of those kids that got attacked would have survived at all. You could have brought the best of the best. It was a wrap. As soon as they encountered this alleged monster, it was a wrap. Real quick, Just Samantha said, again, why I brought this video to the people's attention is perception. You believe Banfield, but not this guy, where she probably got the info from, and Drunk Turkey didn't bring this video out. No, he didn't. And that's the thing. I'm not sitting here saying that he did. I want to make sure let's not get it twisted. Not once did I say that he's the one who brought out this video. No, not at all. He's doing his job, just like Harsh Reality is, just like Down the Rabbit Hole is, just like I Am, Grizzly True Crime, Popcorn Planet. When they cover these kind of stories, we're just doing our job, right? But the thing is that when it comes to Banfield, just Samantha, let me tell you, just Samantha, I'm pushing back on what she said yesterday. Maybe you didn't watch my show, but I literally was sitting there going, is this true? Who is her source? How does she know all this stuff? It's completely contradicting the probable cause affidavit. Go check it out. You'll enjoy it. It's a fun show if you haven't seen it yet. But I'm not sitting here saying that she is 110% speaking the truth. I think she's not telling. I don't think she's telling the full truth. I don't think she's telling, or her source is not reliable. That's what I think. And it happens. It even happened to Oprah, okay? So no one's perfect, and sources do lie, okay? Real quick, Kat Murr, thank you so much for the 5. I forgot to say you're the best, P. Oh, thank you so much. I should have said take it a grain of salt. Yes. So yeah. But thank you so much, Kat Murr. But let's continue, y'all. Let's continue.
And she just went back into the room, she locked the door like usual, and went to sleep. Everything was quiet after she yelled at them, so she didn't think anything of it. For everyone who's creating these random stories about her being shocked or traumatized, she didn't realize anything was going on. And it might sound crazy, it might sound dumb, but she really had no clue anything was going on. They're being a little loud, so she yelled at them to be quiet. And that's it. She locked her door and she just went back to her room. And she didn't want to be nosy or anything. So, she was kind of new to that house, so she didn't want to be nosy and, get all up in their business, especially at, in the middle of the night or early morning. So it's as simple as that. Everyone trying to blow that whole situation into something that's not. So yeah, that's that. And she didn't actually get a real good look at Brian. At the time, she assumed it was one of Xana and Ethan's friend who was just getting ready to leave, who was walking out. She didn't get that good of a look. The feds were really aggressive with Dylan the first few days, which is why she hired the attorney to begin with, because of the treatment of her during the interview, more like an interrogation, to be honest. So that's why she got an attorney, because the way they were talking to her, and they didn't really understand or believe why she's the only one alive when you kind of skip rooms to get to the other 2 rooms. So she didn't really like the feel of how the interrogators or the feds were talking to her. And within like a few days after the incident, they approached her with pictures of Brian. It's like, is this the guy? Do you think this is the guy? This is definitely him, right? And they were almost leading her to believe this has to be the person. And she wasn't really sure, but they kind of put those words in her mouth. It's almost like, they were insinuating it so much to where she was like, yeah, I think, yeah, no, it's definitely him. And that's when they just kind of like ran with it. So what you see in the affidavit is it didn't play out that way. Uh,
So you could see, okay, that in that we're obviously not done, but you can see that in that he's sitting there saying that they were trying to get her to speak up. They were trying to get her to talk, right? They were trying to get her to say some things that maybe she wasn't ready to speak on, or doesn't really remember, so on and so forth, right? Now, I can see that being a situation where that happened. I could, or I mean, I can. You got to remember, you got the probable cause affidavit that's saying all this information. Now you're hearing Ashley Banfield say something completely different. Now it does what is it? It does echo what this guy, inner circle friend, is saying here. Okay. And so there is a possibility. We have to play that out, right? There is a possibility that 5-0 was rushing to get her to speak up, was rushing and trying to force a conversation, force details out of her. But if they were to do that, where did they get a guy in all black with a mask covering his whole face? I mean, his the bottom of his face, basically his mouth and nose, only to see bushy eyebrows, extra details like, "I'm going to help you," said this particular male voice. Another voice that she thought was maybe Kaylee saying, "There's someone here." All that information, all of that, those details didn't exist. They were just fabricated by 5-0. It doesn't make sense to me, guys. It just doesn't make sense. Seeing red flags. Thank you so much for the 5. Gisela Grizzly always says, stay on a low sodium diet with YouTube information. Absolutely. You see what I'm saying? It's you just exactly. You got to take it with a grain of salt. All of this. And so when I see this is why I'm like, I don't even want to entertain this conversation. But I am, because I know you guys wanted this conversation. So I'm giving it to y'all. But I am not feeling it. Okay? Oh, Grizzly's in the chat. What's up, Gisela? If you want to hop on and say hi, you're more than welcome to, sweetheart. Just let me know. I'll send you a link. No problem. Because I'd love to hear your thoughts on this. Okay? But on some real stuff, I'm still not feeling it. I am still not feeling this at all. Sorry. I don't care if it echoes the same thing that Ashley Banfield said, okay? But at the same time, I just don't see it like that. I just don't. All right? So, let's continue. And yeah, Gisela, let me know. No pressure, though. Let's rock and roll.
So Dylan's attorney and her, and actually all of us, are pretty upset at how they threw her under the bus in the affidavit. When's the last time you've seen a witness or like a snitch in a case, their actual names being mentioned? You know, the fact that they didn't redact it. We all think that the feds and prosecutors threw her name in there purposely to apply more pressure, because Dylan was really wishy-washy during the interrogation, and with them, putting these words, set in stone on paper, it kind of puts a lot of pressure on her now, because everyone views her as like some star witness, the star of the case. So that's what we all believe, that she kind of is getting screwed over by, the feds and the prosecutor, because now she has to testify and she has to say kind of what words they put in her mouth instead of what she actually believed, and what she actually knows happened, like with her own words, not words that were like shoved in her mouth. So yeah, her attorney is pretty upset. She's pretty upset, but at the same time, she knows that, she can be a huge help in this case. So it's not like she's identifying somebody she didn't see. It just didn't play out necessarily like, oh, bushy eyebrows. She saw bushy eyebrows, and was able to 100% identify him. It's just initially when, detectives and feds came in and took over the scene had been contaminated so badly by the local authorities. When they first came, first responders, they stomped all over the place, contaminated the scene. All the, other people that were at the house, they were, walking up and down the steps, to make sure what they're seeing is what they're really seeing.
Now, one piece of that, if I remember correctly, it is true. They were walking in and out, all that stuff. Remember, there was like a a randomly discarded rubber glove on the side of the house and all that, and everyone's going, "Whose glove is this? Whose glove is this?" Everybody was losing their mind over it. Remember that? Everybody was. Okay? Everybody. And so for me, I'm looking at that and I'm like, okay, whose glove is that? Yeah, it may have been a bit sloppy, but everyone knows that, guys. Everyone knows this. This is so frustrating to me. Okay? Everybody knows this. Guess what? Even this guy knows that. And I know somebody has said, "Come on, Pascal, just have an open mind." Okay, I'm trying to give you my open mind, and my open mind is still saying I am not allowing this BS to go into this open mind. Yes, it's an open border. Sure, come on in, but there's still a bouncer right at the gate going, let me make sure you got everything you need before you get in here, because I'm not about to consume this information unless it's real information that I need to consume. And when I listened to the first time, I was like, brah, come on. Come on, guys. Okay? Again, whose glove is this? Everybody was doing that. Everybody. You're telling me he doesn't know that? This thing has been going on for months. You don't think he already knows that? Come on, babies. Come on, y'all. Come on. Damn. Let's continue.
So I mean, this is a scene that was really badly contaminated. So to equal the playing field, the feds feel like, having a star witness is critical here. But just the way she was being interrogated initially was, it's kind of crazy. It's not what you guys think. They weren't being all sensitive and gentle to her. They were really accusatory and kind of, pressured, put the press on her. Thought that she might have something to do with it because it just didn't make sense to them why she's the only one alive. And on top of that, didn't see anything or really hear anything. She didn't want to be nosy, didn't want to, get up in her roommate's business. She told him to be quiet. I mean, the last thing that crossed her mind was people are getting slaughtered next door and upstairs, So, I think that's pretty much everything I've covered. So yeah, just to go over the whole, suffering trauma. She was shocked that she saw him walk past her. Like, it's not as dramatic as you guys think. Like, he was already halfway towards the kitchen and walking out. And for all of y'all that are scratching your heads, yes, police do lie. They've kind of thrown everybody around the ringer through this whole case from the very start. And you have to think about it. Why would a survivor, a victim, have to hire an attorney? Obviously, they were mistreating her pretty badly as they're interrogating her, especially now throwing her name in the affidavit like that. That's all because they're pretty upset she hired an attorney to begin with.
Listen, let me ask you this, because he's basically saying that the law enforcement was very rude to her, which to me doesn't make any sense. You got a young girl who's just seen a bunch of her friends lose their lives, didn't realize any of that stuff happened. Like I said, I'm always going to sit here and stand on the side of the person that is obviously the victim in this situation, right? Or one of the surviving victims. There's always going to be some sort of heart and love and care for those victims, and there should be always. I could not see how law enforcement could ever treat this young girl and Bethany as well like absolute horse manure. It just doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense. You have to handle someone who has just dealt with a traumatic experience with kid gloves. You can't just force it out of them. You have to let it be. You got to let it ride, because sometimes that traumatic experience can really affect their memory. And sometimes it takes a second, maybe a couple days, maybe a couple weeks, you never know, to find out, oh my God, he was wearing a red shirt. I thought it was black, but it was red. Or no, he was holding, this in his left hand and not in the right hand. Oh my God, it's all coming back to me now, right? Celine Dion, okay? It's all coming back to me, all right? That could have very well been the situation right now. That could have happened here. I don't see the 5-0 doing that and treating her like garbage just so they can get what they want. Unless they thought that she was suspect number one because she was clearly in the house, which still doesn't make sense too. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm sure they went through the stuff, looked through all the stuff, and found out after playing that theory out, they probably said, okay, she has nothing to do with this, but we still need to get this information from her. Yes, you do. I can see that they're just doing a little bit of pushback, like a little bit of, because you need to get the information. You see that there's a monster on the loose. You got a college town and another town nearby scared out of their wits. You got media, social media, YouTubers all over the place, all up in your face with cell phones and cameras and stuff. The town is angry, wants this stuff out and done with. The pressure is seriously on the police. And I remember when we were first looking at their press conferences and stuff, and I'm like, yo, for real though? You really gonna say this is all we got, guys? But thank you so much for coming here. You just said thank you. That's all you said. You gave us no information. You just said thank you to all the law enforcement that's working together with us. We're just gonna play this close to the chest. We're gonna be playing this close to the chest. Yeah, we're gonna answer some questions. Okay. Yeah, you. What can you tell us anything about the weapon? Do you have anything about the weapon? We're gonna play that close to the chest. We can't really say divulge any information, but we're gonna keep that one close to the chest. Next question. Yes. Can you tell us about the surviving roommates? Are they okay and all that? Yeah, we're gonna be playing that one close to the chest. But thank you so much for the question. 5 more questions though. But we're all 5 questions. We're gonna say we're playing these things close to the chest. So go ahead and ask the questions. But that's gonna be the overall answer. But thank you for your time. That's all we got the entire freaking time. So of course you got people, media, and all that. Even myself, I was like, what? These press conferences were nothing burgers. They were absolute trash. So if you're playing everything close to the chest, play everything close to the chest, baby. Don't do these press conferences. But you knew that the heat was on, right? Media was on they asses to get something. Now, I can see them maybe giving her a little nudge because they're like, you're the only person that opened the door and saw something. You got to tell us something more. I could see them doing that, but I don't see them being jerks to her. I don't see that. I personally don't. Now, I know a lot of other people might feel a different way or feel some type of way. They might feel some type of way about it later or right now. But for me, I don't see that. I just don't. And then if this account, and like I said last night, with this Ashley Banfield account, if they're any way remotely true, it does contradict the probable cause affidavit that we all have seen. I mean, shoot, we've all been holding it tight, holding it closer, tiny dancer, like a damn teddy bear in the night. And we have been focused, hyper-focused on about a page and a half that revolves everything about the details that Dylan Mortensen allegedly gave to 5-0. And now all that information could be BS. Like I said, this burns my cookies, y'all. This really burns my cookies. I'm going to play the last minute and a half of this, and then we're going to talk. But let's rock and roll. Whose glove is this? Let's continue.
Yeah, and because they want to put a lot of pressure on her from the public for her to be the star witness. But aside from that, she's doing good. She's the same old Dylan. Yeah, no, there's no trauma, PTSD, anything. She really feels for, her friends who or deceased, and she does beat herself up a little bit about not being more involved in the situation that night. But realistically, I mean, something like that is not going to cross your mind.
I am so sorry. Lo siento for the interruption. Okay, cabrons. But mi amigos. But you're telling me that she has no P. See, this is why I call cap. You're telling me she ain't got no PTSD. Come on, man. Come on, man. That's BS. Do you understand that? You understand that? Birthing hips. Do you understand that? That's BS. She don't feel not a damn thing. What? Let me tell you something, guys. Let me tell you something. I don't mean to chuckle, but that's the most asinine thing I've ever heard. Let me explain why. You are down the hallway, and underneath, a floor below, one of the most gruesome crimes of 2022. You got away by the skin of your teeth. Your life was spared by the skin of your teeth. And you're telling me you're waking up going, sunshine and daffodils, everything is good. Are you kidding me? No effect, no fear, no anxiety, just chilling in the cut, doing just fine. That's insane. And yet people are looking at this and holding on to this. Come on, man. Cap. I'm sorry. Maybe I would have believed this more if this was like done by Kermit the Frog or something. You know what I'm saying? Like it would have been more believable. Okay, if a unicorn showed up and said, farting rainbows. I would have believed that more than this. I'm sorry. I know. Hey, guys, have an open mind, Pascal. But I'm sorry. This is not. Nah, bruh. Nah, they ain't working for me, bruh. The math ain't mathing, babe. Yeah, Amanda 17. The math ain't mathing. Okay. Kelly Bruner, thank you so much for the 5 super sticker. Okay. I'm telling you. Kermit the Frog. Okay. Seriously. Let's go. I'd be like, now I believe it. I can do anything. Because of the rainbow connection. But this, to me, is, I'm sorry, cap. Let's continue. It's like 54 more seconds of this BS.
That something like that's taking place in your house. So yes, she does feel for the family, and she's really saddened by the whole situation. But as far as her as an individual, she's still the same person. She's not like a traumatized individual. So yeah, I think I pretty much covered everything. And let's see. Yeah, no, that's everything. Hopefully this video doesn't come off sounding crazy, and clears up a lot of the questions everybody has. All right.
Thanks, buddy. Appreciate it. Cap. Sorry. I'm sorry. He just said, I hope it doesn't sound crazy. Mother lover, it was. It sounds no. Like the first half of this was okay. Like I'll sit there and go, okay, there's a possibility of those things, but that's what everybody's been saying. Everybody's been saying that. Okay. So in the very beginning, I'm cool with that. That's all right. I bet. Cool. Theories. Okay. He's saying that this is coming from her account personally. I don't believe it. Okay. Then it goes off the rails at the end. So now she doesn't feel a thing. She's just doing fine. She's enjoying her day. Everything's good. And people sharing this ish? Come on, babies. No. Put it down. No. Don't listen to this. Well, you already listened to it with me, but don't share this ish. This is trash. And there's somebody out there that's going to be like, well, it could be possible. Well, I'm sorry. It's just, sure, it's possible. But you're telling me this is from a guy? Oh, my God. Oh, let me just, geez Louise, hold up. Let me just pull up the video, the actual video itself, so we can look at this again. Jeff H, thank you so much. Dylan, call Pascal, verify / unverify this guy, please. Someone, or the dude, his. Let me show you guys, man. This is his page, man. This is his page, man. Thank you, Jeff H. But look at this, man. Look at this, man. Look at his name. Predator or Prey, or Predator Prey. He doesn't even have 1,000 subscribers, which it doesn't really matter. This has 39,000 views that he put up 4 weeks ago. You not once saw his face. Did you see his face? Did you see his face? Do we even know his name? I'm about to get preacher on y'all, okay? Do we even know his name? I said, do we even know his name? Let's find out. Let's go over to his page, shall we? He has one video. Hold on, let me make sure. Yeah. You only got one? Yeah, one. Just one. Hold on. Let's go into the About page. Nothing. View email address. But I got to prove that I'm not a robot. It's not. Y'all, and he created this. Let me blow this up. And he created this December 30th, 2023. This page. This alleged page. What's his name? He not once said his name. Hold on. Let's go to the actual video one more again. Let's see if it says anything underneath.
Okay, so.
Hold on. Okay, so. But let's take a look. Nothing. This says show less right now. Say less, fam. Show less, fam. So I'm going to show less. So this guy is just some dude who just came up and made this video. The reason why I'm so quiet is not for dramatic pause. I'm just letting it seep down into your marrow right now. Just letting it marinate. Just for a second. All right. And we're going to believe this? Who said that this was a credible guy? Who said that this guy was credible? And there's some people in here. I mean, there are people out here, real talk, getting real upset, getting upset with me right now for me talking about this and challenging this BS. Okay? But Anita, what? I didn't verify nobody. This is not verified. Let me make that abundantly clear, y'all. This is not verified at all whatsoever. I don't know who this guy is, and I am not going to stand by and sit here and say, oh, yeah, he was No, he is not verified. Trust and believe. I do not verify this. I do not. He has an email address. So does everybody else. Takes 2 seconds to fabricate and make up a YouTube channel and make up a email address. It takes 2 seconds to do that. That does not mean that somebody's verified. He has one video up. One video. And now everybody's going, oh, it must be true. It's not true, guys. It ain't true, baby. This is not true. Oh, sorry, Anita. Verified as a scam. Yes. My bad, Anita. I thought you were trying to say you verified him. I'm like, hell no, Anita. Damn, Anita. I thought we were friends. So sorry, Anita. I apologize, okay? I do not, Ella. Thank you. I do not approve this message, okay? All the other craziness we've been seeing over this, okay? All the other crazy stuff we've seen covering this case, this tragedy, by the way. It's a tragedy. This one really does take some of that cake. Not all of it, but it does take some of the cake. And here it is. Okay, let me just say this, okay? If I'm wrong, I'm wrong. I'll say that. I will literally come up here and go, okay, my name's Pascal. We saw a video, and I was wrong. But at the same time, we're looking at it right now as a family, babies. And you're telling me some faceless, nameless guy who is saying he's close and chilling with these people is suddenly saying, oh, we're tight. We're friends. In fact, let me point this out too. Say somebody went and tried to make sure that this person was verified, sent an email to that email address and said, hey, random nameless guy, nameless, faceless guy that we don't even know, who just talked about Dylan Mortensen, saying you're in the inner circle of her friends. Can you verify who you are and all this stuff? Do you realize that this person could scour the internet, find photos of someone that is actually close friends in the inner circle or has been in a bunch of photos, figure out what their name is? Somebody could really take the time to fabricate a relationship, right? You can fake that stuff. Just show a bunch of photos of Dylan with some of the Idaho 4 and this dude in the photo. You can do that quickly and just go, yeah, my name is Sam. And it's really quick to do that because you're only getting emails. You're only getting, and say that somebody goes, okay, let me talk to you on the phone. He talks to him on the phone. Anybody could pick up a phone and act like, yeah, that's me. I was in that video. It's a call. Yeah, my name's Sam. It's easy to make things up and fake stuff if you're not willing to put your face on camera. It is very easy for that, y'all. Very easy. Just like, remember when that fake audio came out? The fake audio. That devastating, disgusting fake audio. Thank God we haven't seen this person in a while. But we were so quick. Well, I wasn't. But there were so many people quick to jump on that bandwagon of, oh my God, it was the last few moments. Clutch my pearls. Oh my God. We that gullible, guys? That anybody who says anything, yeah, I'm just a friend and I sound weird on this thing, but I'm a nameless, faceless guy that's just talking about this thing that I just read a whole bunch of messages on a forum and I just thought of the most logical thing. So therefore, this is the narrative I'm going to concoct in this video. So suddenly, because of that, we're supposed to just believe this dude? See, this is what frustrates me about the world that we live in, especially in social media. We're so quick to just believe whatever's thrown in front of us. If this was a talking head, we saw his face and he was talking this out. I'd still want to challenge it. I'd still want to do a background and make sure that this person is real. With this situation, there's nothing you can do about it because all we have is a voice. A voice doesn't help. Unless at the end of the video, he's showing absolute hardcore credentials, proof, Carfax, and all that stuff. Man, we get so gullible out here, so desperate for something to break. This is not real. It's not. It's not. And I hope to God this isn't the source that Ashley Banfield used on yesterday's show. I hope not, because I don't believe it. I don't believe it. But the conversation that was brought up with Ashley Banfield, or the conundrum, SAT word, that was brought up through Ashley Banfield's show is this. Either her source, not this guy, but either her source is absolutely telling the 110% truth, either he is telling the truth and the cops straight up lied, or her source is BS and the cops actually have the full truth. There's no in between. And that's the conundrum we're in now. That's a huge problem, guys. Think about it. That is a very, very big problem. And what's sad is that we are so quick to believe everything revolving around this or any missing person's case. We're so quick to go, oh, yeah, that's a possibility. And this is a possibility. And yeah, all of it, this must be true from this faceless, nameless guy. If this guy was really an important source, then go on Nancy Grace. Do a full-on interview on Ashley Banfield with your face on camera. Show yourself. Show yourself. You know what I'm saying? Give us proof that you are actually a human being. Oh, and let's not forget, because you could just put your face up there. You got to give us your name, too. And then you got to come in with receipts, babies. Because that's what you needs to do. Or you can come on to the show. I'd love to see your face. Nameless, faceless guy. I'd love to see that. Come with receipts. Because I don't believe you. And I don't think a lot of people should believe you. Because you are just a face or a voice behind some shoddy Photoshop work. Sorry, not sorry. So, let me put up a poll because I want to hear your thoughts on this too. It was fun talking about this, actually. I take that back. It was fun. All right, hold on. Okay. I said, do you believe this audio we just heard? Either it may be true or hail to the gnaw. Go ahead. It's pinned. The poll is pinned at the top of the chat. Love to hear your thoughts on this one. This ought to be good. This ought to be good. Okay. Is that paint? I'm sorry. I don't mean to do that. I'm sorry. Let me take that back. I need to be a gentleman sometimes. Okay. But when I see something that's cap, it's just, I could not help but just, okay. I just can't. I just can't. Okay. Down the rabbit hole. What's up, girl? Exactly, Pascal. How can Banfield have all the scoop on a gag order? Exactly. It's man. Exactly. How do you do that? Down the rabbit hole. News. Okay. How dost thou do thy thing? I'm sorry. I'm so messed up on paint. Okay, I'm sorry. He said paint. But yeah. And whoa. Time out. Okay. I know some people want to feel some type of way, but hold up. Let's not jump to conclusions on that. All right. Because again, we don't know her sources. And I don't think she got it from this guy. I hope not. Because some people are wondering if maybe she's just getting all this information from TikToks and random videos, or just scouring Facebook, the Facebook group chat that they have of revolving around this tragedy, right? And on that, oh my Lord, it is like down the rabbit hole news. It's like going down a very twisted, messed up, dark, long, and deep rabbit hole that you're like, oh my God. You come back out, you're 50,000 years old, and dinosaurs are back on the roaming the earth again. You're like, what? You just lose sense of time. And it's crazy, the conspiracies that are out here on that. I'm going to be real. Absolutely insane. Okay? But you got to be careful. You got to tread lightly. And if they're sharing it, I don't know if they've been sharing this on there, but if they is, then that's absolutely shocking. And that would be crappy. But there is theories about her going out here and, putting out BS, right, all the time on these TikToks, and the theories that are out here that are getting pretty intense because people are getting antsy. Instead of waiting for June to pop off for this to actually, at least the preliminary hearing to start, so we can get things moving. And here it is. I know this is unpopular opinion, okay? But I'm going to say it anyway because we have to be completely real on this. There's a possibility that he may not be the guy. I'm sorry I said it, but I said it. There may be a possibility. There is a possibility. They have not shown the smoking gun and piece of information yet. Now, what I'd love to see is Ashley Banfield or Nancy Grace or any of these other places that have sources come out with that ish. Oh, we have the smoking gun evidence. Not this extra side stuff with Dylan and all that. F all that. I don't care. It does not put him at the scene of the crime. That's what we should be caring about. So let's see that. Ashley Banfield, Nancy Grace, anybody, okay? These other amazing YouTube content creators, show me that. Leak that information. Our sources say that they have the weapon. Dun, dun, dun. Like that, I want to hear. I don't want to hear, oh, well, actually, this is taking back what we heard from the PCA. What do we do? Oh, my gosh. Like, I don't need to hear that. Real talk, I don't want to hear it anymore. Okay? Just come on, baby. All right? Show us more facts of him being in the place, at the designated place, at the designated time. Okay? That's what I want to see. Queen Kimberly, thanks so much for the 5. Pascal, did you see my 1-year member post? No, I did not. Hold on. Hopefully it didn't disappear. No. Oh, there it is. Queen Kimberly's been a member for a whole year. Whoa. Hey. See, I need some sounds. I know some of y'all don't like those sound things, but I need it for like these kind of moments. Some other podcasters and YouTubers use it too damn much, and I hate that. It's like, you know what I mean? Remix. I hate that stuff. Okay. I hate it when you're in the middle of a show. But stuff like that, I wish I could use it. I'm going to remedy that soon enough. But 1 year, love y'all. Hey, I love you too, Queen Kimberly. Thank you so much for your support and being a part of this show. It really does mean a lot. All right. And of course, she said it's been longer than a year, though. Oh, snap. There's the twist. Do you see that? Did you see the beat change in the story? Holy cow. Twists and turns all day long. Queen Kimberly, you messing me up, girl. Thank you so much for the 5. And damn, she's been a member for more than a year, y'all. How you like damn apples? All right. That shows some serious dedication. Okay. I appreciate you, girl. Thank you so much, Queen Kimberly. I'm sorry. I gotta keep it light a little bit. Jamie, thank you so much for the $10 super sticker. I really do appreciate it. Thank you so very much. Yes, the twists and turns, man. Yes. I'm glad I made you laugh, okay? Because this stuff can get very serious, and you got to find some place, some sliver of light and happiness in this stuff, because it can be doom and gloom all day long. It's Friday, Raven. Baby, it's Friday. Pascal is on it today, fam. You know what? Today is Friday, okay? There's too many reasons to be happy to have air in these lungs. You know what I'm saying? We should all remember that. All right? I'm happy, and I have all the reasons to be happy, right? And y'all should be too, all right? Just remember that, okay? But I appreciate the support in the conversation. But let me see where the poll is so far. We have almost 1,000 souls in the house, and y'all haven't even vote. We have 240 votes so far. Come on, guys, go and vote. Go up there and vote. All right. So far, there's one that's getting more than the other. I'm not going to say nothing. Okay. But it's looking like a landslide here in a second. But, well, probably not. But be sure to vote on that poll. That would be amazing. Okay. Hold on. Okay. Sorry. Now, I don't know why this camera's losing its mind. Come on. Okay. Back to normal. So, this is the information that we have so far. Okay. We see this. We've consumed it. We've listened to it. The first half, yes, does echo what Ashley Banfield presented, but it doesn't mean that it's fake, or does it mean that it's 110% real? I don't think so. Okay. There are plenty of people out here that have been making up BS all day long. There are plenty of other content creators out here that have been thriving off of this Idaho 4 case by creating and fabricating BS all day, for sure, all day. Okay. So for me, I look at this and I go, your face is not in it. You're not even giving us a name. I will say this, though. With the Drunk Turkey show phone call with Kim, she at least gave a name. It could have been fake. I don't know. Okay. But she at least did give a name. This guy didn't give a name at all. This could be anybody. This literally could be anybody or another YouTuber creating this just so that they can get views to react to and go, look at this video. Oh my gosh, can you believe that this was said? Holy cow. We need to talk about it. Somebody could have made this up. Shoot, I don't put it past anybody anymore. We had plenty of people out here faking stuff just so that they can get clicks for views. It's insane, guys. You have to be extremely wary, okay? Extremely cautious out here, because the digital world that we live in and the fact that everyone has the ability to make their own little movies on their computers and their phones, anyone can do this stuff. Real talk. Anybody can. Stephanie Gentry, thank you so much for becoming a member. Welcome to the family. Thank you so very much. I really do appreciate it. Okay. Thank you so very much. Stephanie just said she renewed her membership just now. Love following your content. Thanks for what you do. I appreciate that. Thank you. And actually, to the members, I will be sending you guys a question on the community page. So all you members out there, please keep an eye out, because right after the show is over, I am going to be posting something in the members only for members only on the community page. And I want to get your opinions on this, because you guys help you guys help shape this channel. But there's some things that I want to do on the membership side of things to just bring more for you guys. So I'll be asking you guys that after the show is over. Penny Williams, thank you so much for the membership. Chat, you've been a member for the past month. Thank you so much. Everyone should know this is BS. Anyone would have PTSD from everything that happened. This guy doesn't have the right answers we all want. Absolutely. See, that's the thing. It doesn't make any sense that this guy at the end, that's where I feel like he blew up his own spot. You feel me? He blew up his own spot. Why would you sit here and say, yeah, she's not worried and no PTSD. She ain't tripping. You know, it's all good. This is just a cakewalk for her. What? Was she deployed? Is she ex-military that we don't know about? That she been there and seen some carnage? Okay. That's insane. Yes, I am on Patreon. It's right down in the ticker right there, going that way. Join my Patreon as well. If if that is something that tickles your fancy, Conrad. Okay. But, oh, you're good, Conrad. I ain't mad at you. I ain't mad at you. Thank you. Stacy B, thank you so much for the 10. This dude says she was only upset for a few days, but they didn't have Brian for a while. Don't you think she would be terrified he'd come for her? That's exactly what I'm saying too. That's a great point, Stacy B. Thank you so much for the 10. This is exactly what I'm talking about. It don't make much sense, guys. It just doesn't. Okay? It just doesn't make sense. You're telling me that she's not traumatized. She just saw a bunch of her friends that she hopefully got along with and loved. They could have just been roommates. You got to remember that. Put that in consideration too. They could have just been straight up roommates, right? And that's it. Got along, their acquaintances. As you saw, they were not dancing, or not dancing. They were not hanging out with each other that particular weekend. All of them were doing separate things, right? Maybe they weren't that close. Maybe they were cool as roommates, but maybe they weren't close. You see what I'm saying? So if that was the case, no matter what, you're still going to have some sort of deep visceral reaction to what happened to your friends. Even if you couldn't stand them and just hated their guts, they lost their lives right down the hallway from you. This man decided not to take your life and went out the door. Same thing with Bethany. You're telling me that they gonna sleep well tonight? They're just sleeping good. You know what I'm saying? After like they just ate a good Thanksgiving meal. They're just out sleeping. No, they're gonna be wide awake, paranoid, terrified, thinking this guy could come for me. PTSD. She ain't got no PTSD. I'm sorry, it's laughable. It's laughable. Okay? Unless he's trying to say that this woman has no heart. That makes no sense, y'all. Lala, thank you so much for the 2. Thanks for not using annoying sound effects. Oh, well, there you go. There you go. You like the no sound effects. See this is the inner struggle I do. You know what I mean? I sit there and I go, oh, to use sound or not to use sound, that is the question. But I know some of you guys like that because it adds a little bit to the show, and some of y'all hate it, like Lala. And that's okay. You know, it's okay. I ain't mad at you. But yeah, Kelly said no side effects. PTSD is real. Yes, 100%. And I think that it happens for everyone, Anna. Okay. I absolutely agree. So I don't know. This is some wild stuff. So 340. I'm gonna wait. Okay. Let's get it to 500 votes on the poll. There's almost 1,000 of you guys here watching this with me. I appreciate y'all watching this video and listening to this audio, this BS audio. But I would love to get the votes to 500. Let's do that really quick. The poll at the top. Hit that voting poll at the top of the chat. Pull it down and answer the question. It's very simple. It's a very simple question. Yes or no? Okay. Do you believe the audio or no? And I also wonder, it's like, do you think that the audio is real or do you believe the audio? For those who have voted that it may be true, right? If you have done that, if you voted it may be true, I'm wondering why. I wish I could ask or like get that answered, you know what I mean, on a second poll, but that turns into a long, written out thing, and I don't want to do all that. So and yes, Raven McCall, please get it to 700 likes. That would really, really mean a lot. That would really mean a lot. Okay. You can't control what others do. You can only control what you do. Absolutely, Conrad. Okay. And also I'll say this too. You know how much everybody's been sitting there going like, how dare you? Don't you go after Dylan for why it took her so long to call 911? How dare you? She's a victim, right? And I understand that piece. Okay? How dare you? I get that. 100%. But then on top of it, I guess you can say we can't sit here and say say whether she should be experiencing PTSD or not too. But to me, that sounds insane. Do you understand that? It just sounds off that she's not feeling not a dumb ting. It's just weird. I'm gonna play that little piece again because that was like just what? Real quick. Hold up. Because I still got it here. Let me play that one last part because that was
her roommate's business. She told him to be quiet. I mean, hire an attorney. Obviously, they were mistreating her pretty badly.
One more,
Interrogating her, especially now throwing her name in the affidavit like that. That's all because the last thing she hired an attorney was people are getting slaughtered next door, and because they want to put a lot of pressure on her from the public for her to be the star witness. But I think. But aside from that, she's doing good. She's the same old Dylan. Yeah, no, there's no trauma, PTSD, anything. She really feels for, her friends who are deceased, and she does beat herself up a little bit about not being more involved in the situation that night. But realistically, I mean, something like that's not going to cross your mind that something like that's taking place in your house. But aside from that, she's doing good. She's the same old Dylan. Yeah, no, there's no trauma, PTSD, anything. She really feels for, her friends who are deceased, and she does beat herself up a little bit about not being more involved in the situation that night. But realistically, I mean, something like that's not going to cross your mind that something like that's taking place in your house. So yeah, she does feel for the family, and she's really saddened by the whole situation. But as far as her as an individual, she's still the same person. She's not like a traumatized individual. So yeah, I think
Yeah. So you hear that. Okay. Yeah, she's not feeling anything. By the way, this is at 1.5 speed. You want to hear what it sounds like at the normal speed? Hold up. Let's do that because this is at 1.5 speed. So it's a little bit faster. You want to hear what it really sounds like? Hold on. Let's hear that part one more again. It's a bit different. Take a listen.
Do lie. They've kind of thrown everybody around the ringer through this whole case from the very start. And you have to think about it. Why would a survivor, a victim, have to hire an attorney? Obviously, they were mistreating her pretty badly as they're interrogating her, you know, and especially now throwing her name in the affidavit like that. That's all because they're pretty upset she hired an attorney to begin with.
That's what it really sounds like, y'all. I swear to God, that is normal speed. That's the normal speed. So I had to play it at 1.5 because it's slow as hell. And it sounds like he's drunk or it sounds like something. I don't know. Maybe he's hesitant. Maybe his anxiety. I don't know. I mean, you can name anything under the sun on why or it could just be his natural way of speaking. But it's very, very slow. That's what he naturally sounds like. So you go back to the 1.5 speed. Let me do that.
And because they want to put a lot of pressure on her from the public for her to be the star witness. But aside from that, she's doing good.
He sounds normal. At 1.5 speed, he sounds normal unless he slowed down the video so that no one could actually catch his voice or so that his voice wouldn't sound recognizable. That could be a possibility as well. Maybe he dropped it and slowed it down so he can disguise his voice. So this could be.
She's the same old Dylan. Yeah, no, there's no trauma, PTSD, anything. She really feels for.
Interesting, right? Hold on. Let me see. Let's do 2.0. I'm going back to that same spot. Let's hear what 2.0 sounds like.
Do lie. They've kind of thrown everybody around the ringer through this whole case from the very start. And you have to think about it. Why would a survivor, a victim, have to hire an attorney? Obviously, they were mistreating her pretty badly as they're interrogating her, especially now throwing her name in that.
It's too fast. But you can see it's way too fast. I think whoever made this dropped it down so that they can disguise their voice a little bit. And I mean, that's my theory. So the original, he's really slow. And it could very well be how he sounded. He could be under the influence. He could very well be under the influence, or somebody slowed it down. Those are two options. Okay? But it is weird. And again, it is a full-on fabrication, in my personal opinion. Until we actually have more proof of this particular person, if he shows up and he's like, yeah, that's me, I'm the one in this thing, and blah, blah, blah. Angel Girls 1980 said, I live in the area. This guy has an accent. We don't say y'all here. We talk fast. Trust me, this is not a person raised in the area. Like I said, this is it's odd. We're almost at 500 votes, but I want to, so hit that poll. I want to get a even 500 votes real quick. Okay. I want to get an even 500 votes on this. So keep voting. I need to see what you guys are thinking on this because this is nuts. Lala, thank you so much for the 5. My trauma, no trauma, my ass. I smell BS with the slow talking man. Maybe he disguised his voice. Exactly. This is exactly what I was saying. I think he may have tried to slow it down. So the original sounds very, very slow, but in reality, it may be at a 1.5 speed is what we're hearing is his natural voice. That could very well be it too. But still, after looking at this, I'm sorry. I say cap. Okay? I say cap. One of my mods, if you got the link to join the membership, please excuse me, please put it in the chat real quick. That would really, really mean a lot. That would mean a lot if some of my mods are here. That's the question. My oh my. But again, somebody just asked that. Trina, the join button is right down underneath. It's very simple. You just hit the join button down below if you see it, and it can help you go in and join and become a member. It's very, very easy. All right. They made it very simple. Yeah, we're like a little over 20 votes left. So keep on voting. That would really mean a lot. All right. And Lala, welcome to becoming a family member. Thank you so much for joining. I really do appreciate it. Thank you, thank you, thank you. There's no join button. Oh. Well, hold on, loves. Hold on, loves. All right. Let me see what I can do. Oh, so they say there is. I don't know. Yes, there is. Yeah, there should be one right there. Should be underneath. You should be able to see it right next to my icon, the Pascal Show icon. You should be able to see. You might be looking at it in a small window. Expand the window, maybe, David Jr. All right, and it'll open. It'll show you the other options. It might be scrunched together, if that makes any sense. Okay. But, whoops. Let's see. Yeah, we got like 12 more votes left. So, definitely yes. We're almost there. We're almost at 500, but I want to see your thoughts on this, because obviously you've heard the video, you saw it. Oh, you can't on mobile. That's interesting. Jacqueline McCrillis, thank you so much for becoming a member. Welcome to the family. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Thank you so very much. Dory McNulty, thank you so much for the 5. Less than 10K to 100K. I know, it's wild, right? So happy for you, Pascal. We need a family celebration. Yes, I am. I'm thinking of something when it does happen. Okay. When that does happen, trust me, I will let everybody know, because I'm planning on. My plan is to do something. What it is, I don't know. What it is, though, I don't know yet. Okay, I don't know. I'll let you guys know, though. I promise. 100,000 K is going to be, or 100,000. Why am I saying 100,000 K? Well, you know what I'm saying. 100,000 is because it's the same thing, right? Is a very, very big deal, and I'm going to be very, very excited when we get there. So we're crawling there. We're crawling, but we're getting there, and it's going to be amazing. Karen Parrish, thank you so much for becoming a member. Thank you so very much. I really do appreciate it. Welcome to the family. Welcome to the party. I appreciate you, and of course, I will be putting out a question for you guys, for all members and members only, to get your personal opinion on some things on that side. Okay. On that side of things. Nicole B, you mean like at the 100K, do a Q&A at the 100K party? Or you mean like right now? Okay, 500. I'm going to end this now. So 500 votes, a cool, even 500 votes. I said, do you guys believe this audio? We just heard? 71% of you. Wow. I was expecting it to be more, to be honest. But 71% of you said, hell to the no, hell no. But 28% of you guys, or 29% of you guys, said it may be true. So, okay. So it's not a crazy thing. All right. It's not a crazy situation or a crazy theory. Very, very interesting to say the least. That I figured it would be more. To be honest, I figured that it would be a whole lot more. But on the side of hail to the gnaw. But I understand some people are going to sit there and believe it. Some people are going to sit there and believe it, and some people are not. For me, I think it's a bit of a very, very. It's frustrating because I know that there's a lot of people out here that will sit here and get very passionate, emotionally attached to these cases, but then they'll believe everything that's being thrown out there, even the wildest theories. And this is a UFO landing on the roof of the house type of thing to me until they show me otherwise. So for me right now, yeah, it's a lie. It's BS. S Dubs, what's up? Thank you so much for the 5. Have you covered a missing person case of Daniel Robinson out of Buckeye, Arizona? If not, will you? Can I email you information? Yes, I've had the father on the show in the past. I have not covered it since the last time he was on the show when he initially went missing. So I am in contact with the father from time to time. But yeah, so I do know about that. But thank you so much for the 5. I have talked about him. And that's the thing. I've talked about Shanquella Robinson, but the thing is what sucks is that there really isn't much anything going on with Shanquella. It's frustrating because I really want to get justice for this young woman, but there's no information. Like I go through the internet trying to find new information, and there's nothing new. And some of the information is coming from someone that I don't entirely trust right now. I don't see this person as a credible source right now, at least in my personal opinion. So I'm still waiting to hear what the heck is going on with that too. You see what I'm saying? But that's why I've gone in and talked about other stories. And of course, I'm trying to find other cases to discuss with you guys and other topics to talk with you guys, because not every single show needs to be about Idaho 4 or just a case in general. Sometimes we just need to have a conversation about stuff that's going on in the world. There is a story that I've been wanting to talk to you guys about that has to do with another subject matter that has nothing to do with Tyree Nichols or the Idaho 4 case, but it is a story that and a discussion that we need to have nonetheless, right? I'm not going to tell you guys what it is. We will just talk about it when it's time to get going. You know what I mean? But yeah, I appreciate all you guys for being here and watching this with me. You know, I told you guys I'd be on here to do this watch party, even though I was very reluctant to do it, but still, nonetheless, it ended up being a good time. You know, we had a good time talking about it and having this conversation. Hopefully I'll be on tonight at some point to talk to you guys about another subject matter that it's another case that I've already talked about before, but it's some new stuff that we need to talk about, some new developing information that we need to talk about. So we will be talking about that as well. So by all means, I appreciate you guys for being here again, being a part of the conversation, but it's time to get going. All right. Because your boy is hungry. So it's time to go and get some food in me. So anyway, I appreciate you guys for being here. Okay. And Zan's Drunk Turkey Show has been on the show. We've already had that stuff before. With this, he's not the one who broke this. So he's not someone that I would bring on to talk about it. You see what I'm saying? Because I don't want it twisted, making it seem like, oh, he's the one who broke it, so therefore, nah. I saw it on Harsh Reality way before I saw it on Drunk Turkey. And I'm not trying to not give credit where credit is due. It's just, I'd rather have him come on if it was him that had the interview. Does that make sense? That would be more of an interesting conversation. But I'm not coming back to this unless this person comes out and is real. You see what I'm saying? Or they're able to show that this was all fake and somebody's able to debunk it. And I'm hoping somebody's able to, because I think it's fake. But Drunk Turkey shows always welcome on the show, always. But I'd rather him be on the show about something relevant, not something irrelevant like this. That's just what I have to say. Okay. But anyway, guys, it's time to get going. I appreciate all y'all for being here. It's been amazing. It was great to see all people coming in and out of this. Okay. Thank you guys for being here. Again, don't forget to hit that like button down below. I really appreciate it. Thank you so very, very much. Okay. And if there's more information about this and you guys know about it, please send it my way. Let me know. Keep me abreast of the situation, because if it's debunked or it's confirmed, I'd love to know so we can talk about it. So hit that like button. Do not forget to hit that subscribe button, babies. All right. And I will see you guys in a little while. All right. It's time to get going. Be good to yourselves. Be good to one another. And I'll see you guys in the next video. This is the Pascal Show. Bye.